Hey guys, it's Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art. Just waiting for a couple more people to pop on here. We've got lots of fun things to do today. So I don't know if you've seen this suite in the new mini catalog, but it is filled with all of these fun images on this paper, and I want to show this to you. So I'm just going to expand so I can see any comments. And if you share this video, I will send you a card because this makes so many cards. I would love to do that. So just a moment. There we go. And I'd love for you to say hi and where you're from too. That is always fun to see who's watching and where you're watching from. So let me just show you the DSP. I've got the stamp set here somewhere. I thought I was ready. Okay, just a second. Oh, I moved it down here. Okay, so this is the stamp set we're going to be playing with. On the horizon, it has all of these fun little images here. We've got a trees, like a silhouette. We've got some bushes and the birds. And oh my goodness, I'm getting so much use out of this. You also have some really nice sentiments and this fun little plank image, so you could, make this into a sign. I have only started to begin to play with this set. So let me show you all of the things that I've made with this so far. Thank you, Laura, for sharing the video. I certainly appreciate that. Let me show you this DSP. This is a 6x6 stack, and you get 48 sheets of these, and all of them have kind of this fun scenery look to it. So it makes it really easy to make cards with this paper. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. You don't even have to stamp on this one. It's already gorgeous. Some of them are just kind of subtle. You can make them into almost whatever you'd like. And some of them, it's pretty easy to see what kind of scene you would see in here, like water and trees and a sky. But if you were just looking at the top image, you could make that into something else. This could be, a fun baby card or a birthday celebration. But just down here looks like wintry mountains with a lake. Just what a cool set of papers. So this is the top side, or the A side or whatever. On the other side is just really nice swashes of, usually it's just one color here. So I like all of these options as well. Some bold greens and teals and purples. This one's got a couple different color swashes in it. So all of these, both sides of this are beautiful. I mean, look at this one. This one's really interesting. I'll show you when we get to this, and I'll cut this apart. But look at the other side. You got that winter scene down here. Cut it in half this way. And then you got the top half with this green with the blue sky. Perfect. So you can get great use out of both of those. And then we got this purple and blue, and then this blue. So let me show you what we do with those. So with this stamp set, and we also have dies with this suite. Here is the On the Horizon, Horizon dies. You have these cool fence pieces. We've got some hills. We've got a tree line here and some more grass. We've got little houses or beach houses or anything in the distance. You can cut out that plank and you can do a mountain with snow accents on there. So this is on my magnet board. I have the Art Bin magnet dies. You can get these on Amazon, by the way. So I like that they fit in the little case. Anyway, this is what I did with this. I took this DSP and I cut one of each of all of the patterns into 4 pieces. So every single one into 4 pieces, and I made so many cards. So let me show you some of them. So I just stamped in black, in Memento, the bird image here, and then Thinking of You. So all of the DSP images on here are 3x3 because our sheets are 6x6, right? So I get 4 cards out of 1 sheet of DSP. So here I stamped just the trees. And here I put some die cut little houses on here. You see how easy these are? They came together so fast. Here we've got the birds. I stamped twice, and then the little green grass stuff. Here's just birds and grass. You can see what I did on here. So some of these are a little bit harder to see what the background could be. You just kind of stamp something on there and all of a sudden it turns into a landscape, which is cool. Like this one, it's a little bit vague on what it is, but oh, now it's a mountain with some snow in the foreground. And the same as this one. It was a little bit like, what is that? Oh, now there's a lake back there and we've got some sand over here or something. So that's just some of the things that I made. Today I have some other, so these were some of the pieces that I was left with. Excuse me. And I was thinking, you know, they don't really look like, you know, scenery yet. It was a little bit harder to work with some of the squares that I was left with. So I thought, well, let's just look at the other side on these. And now I'm left with these really cool, bold patterns. So I want to show you what I did with these. First of all, I'm going to, we cut those into 4s, right? So each of these had 4 pieces, and I just took one of those. So this could make 4 cards. I'm sorry, yes. each of these can make 1 card each, sorry. So each 6x6 can make 4 cards. So I cut up 4 pieces. This would make 16 cards if you cut up one of each of these sheets. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to make the background pieces in the black, and I'm going to show you how I cut that out of a whole sheet of 8.5 by 11. So first, I'm going to take the arm out here, and we want to cut our black mats at 3 1/4. So I'm going to go all the way over to 9 3/4 on the long side. This is going to be the easiest way to cut 6 background pieces. So now I have this strip, and I can use this to cut out some of these die cuts to go on some of the pieces. So keep your little extra pieces here. And on the side here, we're going to cut at 6 1/2. So again, this gives you a good piece to cut out more die cuts. I already did that in advance, so I'll be pulling those in a minute. Hopefully you can see my die cutting here, or my trimmer rather. So now we're going to go over to 3 1/4 and give that a cut right down the middle. Now we have 2 strips, and we're going to cut those at 3 1/4 and 3 1/4 again. So we'll be left with 6 mats. Nice and easy and quick. So if you just popped on, we're making some nice, quick, easy cards, and I'd be happy to send you one if you go ahead and share the video and say shared in the comments. I love to send you a card. I'm all about spreading the joy of crafting. So we've got our photo mats here, and we've got our pieces here. So let's go ahead and actually take the trimmer back out. Oops. What I'm going to do is cut each of these. This is 3 inches, right? So half of that would be 1 1/2. I'm going to cut this at 1 1/2. And I'm going to keep one of those and cut this one again at 1 1/2. So I'm left with 2 squares and this long piece. Actually, I'm going to cut this one again in half the long way at 3/4 of an inch. So it's 3/4 of an inch, both of those. So now we have 4 little pieces that are different sizes. I'm going to do that to each one of these squares that I have. So I'm going to do 1 1/2. I'm going to look at the other side to see which one has the most color. They're the same. It doesn't matter. All right, so this one's going to go into squares. And this one's going to go into strips. This is what I'm doing with the ones that weren't obvious scenes for this suite. And again, look at how pretty this is. This reminds me of a starry night sky. You could put stars, like white stars on here for a baby being born. A star is born or something. It'd be really cute. Anyway, we're going to use the other side today. So we've got 2 squares and 2 strips for each of these little 3x3 panels. I was really pleased with how these turned out, so hopefully you like these too. I'm excited to show it to you. Stay tuned. All right, so this is just a nice wash on the background. Again, at 1.5, little 1.5 inch squares and 3 inches by 3/4 of an inch for the strips. Cutting down 3x3 inch squares here. Okay, so now we have all these little pieces. What do we do with these? All right, I'm gonna get my scrap paper out. I couldn't find my grid paper. I'm moving my craft room. Everything is in the living room right now. It is a mess, so I couldn't find it. We're just gonna use printer paper right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is have these little black squares, and I forgot, some of these are gonna be a little bit bigger. Some of these squares are gonna have to be 3.5 by 3.25. Sorry. So some of them are gonna be 3.25 by 3.25, and some of them are gonna be 3.5 by 3.25. I apologize. But you'll still be able to cut those out of that big sheet. All right, so for this first one, I'm copying off camera here. I'm going to put a little purple one here, a little blue guy up here, this tealish one here, and the green here. Oh, doesn't that look cool? But wait, there's more. So I'm gonna take some die cuts. I've got this cool little grass piece. And let's see, let's do the trees. Sorry, I'm reaching behind me because that's where I did all the die cuts. Oops, got stuck on my piece. There's the little trees. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put this into this square. I'm just gonna cut off this extra little tree right here and glue that onto this square. And on this panel, I'm just gonna lay the grass so that it kind of goes off of the edge. Doesn't that look cool? So let's go ahead and glue this one together real quick. We don't need this little piece unless you wanted to keep the little trees. I'm gonna get my liquid glue out and start gluing this down. So first I'm going to place these two to make sure I've got an even border here. I'm gonna leave that one there while I glue this one, so I have a clue on where to glue things. That helps me get these nice and even. And I like this liquid glue because it gives me a little wiggle room so I can get things straight. Oops, and I goob it out. I'll just give that a wipe and let that dry. I have this glue eraser. When it dries, I can just rub that on there and that will just come right off. If there's anything left, it should dry pretty clear, but sometimes you see that shiny spot and you're like, I don't like that. I want it to be cleaner. I wish I didn't put so much glue on there. Usually I'm pretty good about it, but when I'm on camera, I kind of rush things instead of being a little bit more careful like I normally would, because I don't know, I guess I feel like people are watching me. I better hurry up and not lollygag and take too long. Lollygag. I sound like I'm old. What kind of funny words do you guys use? All right, so I've got this little square here. Now we've got our cute little quadra panel. I'm not sure what to call it. And we'll do these little tree silhouettes in the top one. Oh my goodness. All right, stick down there. Hold it for 3 seconds and then it's good. Now this one, I'll just put a little bit on the bigger areas here. I do want to get into this skinny area down here because I don't want it to peel up. Just a little, wipe a little bit on the ends here. All right. So So I want to cover up the edge down here. So this is just going to go on a basic white thick card base. And I put those somewhere. Right over here. So we've got a regular card base here, and I'm just going to stick this right flat on there. I guess you could put it on dimensionals, but this just makes it so easy. And I'm going to leave myself a nice even border along the sides and the top. Isn't this beautiful? This is a different way to use this paper. If you get some pieces that you're like, I don't really know what to use with this one. I'm going to use Thinking of You. I did that on all of the cards because I plan on sending these out to everybody I'm thinking about, because on Monday it's National Send a Card to a Friend Day. And I thought, you know what? I should send more cards. I make all these pretty cards, and this is a great excuse that this one makes so many cards. I don't have to feel bad about, you know, oh, this one's so beautiful. How you guys do that? You make something and you're like, oh, this is really good. I don't want to send this to anybody. I want to keep it. This one makes so many beautiful cards. You can share them because you have so many. There, it's done. Isn't that cute? So that's one version of the 4 different pieces that we cut up, right? I have 4 different versions. So if there's one, I'll put that up there. So I'm going to cheat over here and look at my side here. Okay, so this one uses the piece that is 3.5 wide by 3 1/4. So I'm sorry I gave you the wrong measurements at first. What we're going to do with this one is line up our pieces tall ways, and I want to go kind of in color order. It doesn't really matter, but I think they look really cool. I love cool colors together. I think it looks really pretty. And I love how this looks. Oops. This is why it had to be 3.5. I realized when I cut the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 that since there's so many more gaps in here that I needed more black this way. So we're going to be laying it out this way, but I need something in here. So let's turn around. I used the mountain in my first version, and I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm going to use something else. Let's see what we have here. We have fence pieces. We have houses. We've got grass. Sorry, I'm just reaching behind me, getting all the pieces here that I have cut. All right. Okay, I've got a few doubles. All right, so on the top, I stamped the birds. So once they're together, we'll just stamp some birds up there. Maybe we'll just put some more grass. I love this grass piece. It's just so cute. It does look cool. I'm partial to the grass. We just did the grass, though. What would this look like? See, let me show you the mountain. It's cute, but it's not my favorite, and I think it's because there's white on there with all of this bold color. And so I was trying to find something else to put in here. I might just go with the grass. So let's see how the fence looks. Well, it looks kind of cool. See, this fence is made to look like, you know, it's kind of leading to a beach. So actually, it doesn't go this way. It goes like this. But it doesn't really leave much of room for a path here. So if you use just one, maybe. This is how I work. I just cut pieces when I get a new set and just play around with it. Sorry, you gotta watch me think through some things. I'm gonna do the grass. I love the grass. It's so cute. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the grass again. So I'm just gonna start gluing these on. And I'm gonna leave these lined up on here again so I can do my spacing correctly. This is the hardest part, I guess. Ooh, and I've got a little bit sticky fingers. Okay. Let's do the dark on the bottom. Okay. That should be fine. Let's do the right side. so that at least the sides are really even. And then we'll go to the middle, and then we'll stamp our birds. Thank you, Robin, for sharing. You guys will have to share I'll get your addresses privately at the end so I can mail you a card. One of these that I'm making on camera. Okay, beautiful. Isn't that so pretty? I just love these colors together. Okay, let's do... And I do love how the grass kind of shoots off the side and goes into the card base. I just think that looks really cool. We're going to do this again. Yep, it's my favorite. Does anybody prefer the mountain one? I like it. I just haven't, I mean, I literally just started playing yesterday, so it's like, oh, I have to share this. Look at how many things I made. And you'll have to see, I made some more things. So I'll share at the end. So you're gonna have to stay tuned to see my home decor pieces. And they were super quick and easy too. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I love these birds. You guys have to get this set if only for the birds. I've been stamping them on everything. All right, let's have them flying off this way. Cute, cute, cute. Grab another card base. Whoop. Oh, Robin, you love this? That's so great. I'm thankful. Thank you for watching. So this leaves a little bit less of a border, but I still want it even around the edges like this. So I'm going to do the same greeting on here because I am thinking of all of you. I like knowing I can make an easy card, and these are beautiful. They're beautiful for sympathy cards, for birthday cards, for thinking of you. I mean, it really could go just about any way because they're so pretty. I really like that. Okay, so that's card number 2. Now we're going to move on to, let's see. I should still have another piece of black that is 3.5 somewhere. So we have to do the same layout, but we're using the other side. I swear I cut one more that was thicker like that. But okay, we're just gonna do the 3¼ by 3¼ one and do the squares again. Okay, so what we're gonna do is turn these over. Oh, look at that. They're different colors than the ones I used before. Oh, all right. Well, we'll just, okay, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. And interesting. Okay. So this ended up with different colors than I thought. That's okay. We will make it work. See, these two are purple. I'm going to move that one like that. But actually, I want the blue one on top, so I'm going to do this. Yes. Okay. So, all right, I'm copying my side piece here. So I'm going to put some trees. I'm going to get my memento here. I'm going to put some trees right here. And this is why you need a background piece of paper. So we got some trees. Oops, I don't want to put the ink away. I want to get some of this grass. I'll do that there. Let's do the birds again. And we might just leave this one blank. Okay. See, my other sample had a greenish, yellowy greenish one down here. That's okay. There's still a lot of different colors here. That's pretty. And I'll get my glue. I could have stamped the birds across these too. Wouldn't that be cool? I didn't. Oh well. Okay. So pretty. So I can't believe it's Friday already. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I will be painting a ceiling. But it will be fun because it's getting my room closer to being ready so I can get all this stuff back into there and out of the living room. This is driving my husband crazy. I'm in front of the dining room table right now by the front window. So there's our cute little panel. It looks really nice. And we'll go ahead and stick that on a card base. You see how fun and easy these come together? You don't have to think too hard about what goes where. You just go, okay, I'm just going to plop, 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 stamp some things, and it ends up looking really good. Oh, very nice. More thinking of you. So there's our finished card, number 3. And now we've got one more. So I have these panels again, but I'm going to flip them over. And we've got a couple different colors here. So this one's a little bit bold. Maybe we'll go with this side again. I'm going to turn this one this way. Yeah, we'll do something like that. All right, so we're going to do the same kind of thing as we just did. On one of these panels, I'm going to do trees. Just kind of right here by this line of green. We're going to do grass maybe on this one. And then on these two, I want to do some birds. So what this will end up looking like is something like that. So I'm going to have to cut up another piece of black. I swear I had some yesterday, but I must have used it. Oh, look what the dog got. He got this pretty piece. He must have grabbed it off my table after I glued it together, but it was a nice wintry scene. Wasn't that cute? Oh well, I had so many I didn't really have to get too mad. All right, I'm gonna grab a piece of black paper. I'm sorry, just a second. It's just across the living room here, next to the kitchen. So here's a piece of black, and we will just have to cut that with my trimmer. There it is. To 3.5. Whoa, I'm throwing things. 3.5 by 3 1/4. There's another piece of scrap for some die cuts. 3.5, 3 1/4. Yes. Okay. I don't know what that is. All right. So, everything got thrown around. I think I was going to do it like that. So on some of these we used die cuts, and on some of these we used stamps, and then I think on one of them we used both. So you can really get creative with this. And I haven't even thrown in the ribbon or the pebbles yet. Did I show you those? This whole suite comes with these really cool thin ribbons. It's Petal Pink and Misty Moonlight and these pebbles. Oh, they're so cool. So if you get the whole suite, you get all the paper and the stamp set and the dies and the pebbles and the ribbon. And I haven't even gotten that far. This was just so much fun just with this, but I want to use those pebbles. They look so cute. And the ribbon. All of it. All right. So if anybody needs a catalog, I'm happy to send you one in the mail. You can always shop with me at orderwithdeb.com. I'd love your business. If you already have a demonstrator, go ahead and stay with them. That is nice to stay loyal to your demonstrator. Okay, so there's our panel, and that will be going on our card base. Is anybody planning on sending out cards on Monday for National Send a Card to a Friend Day? I want you to pick out at least one person to send a card to. You don't even have to make one. I wish you would, but if you don't have anything yet, you can just buy a card and send a card to a friend. So I'd love to see pictures of you guys. And there's a hashtag I guess you can use. This isn't my hashtag. It's like National Send a Card to a Friend. I'll have to post it after this because I want to know what the hashtag is. But I think it's hashtag Send a Card to a Friend Day. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so here's our 4 cards that we just made. Can you even see this? I might have to pull this up a little bit. There's so many cards. So which one is your favorite that we made today? These are the ones that we made today, and I'll show you my samples too. Whoop. So this is what I was going off of. You get a little bit different variety in the colors depending on which part of the paper squares that you're, get when you make your cuts. So there's all of those. And again, that was from 4 different pieces. This is basically from, 4 different pieces of DSP. No, it isn't. It's from basically 1. It's from 4 different patterns, but we only used a quarter of a piece on each card. Right? Isn't that crazy? Oh, anyway, okay, so we've got all of these. I want to show you the other thing that I made. I made 3 shadow boxes with these little panels, and I gotta show them to you. Okay, so here's one of them. These are 8 by 8. I might have to really make the camera up higher. Hang on. Whoops. Uh-oh. I hope that's still fine. All right. I got a little bit of a glare there, but this is an 8 by 8. So you're using the exact same size as you would on the cards. So you just make a whole bunch of these and decide which ones are my favorites that's going to go in my home decor piece. So I've got this cool little piece down here with the grass. I got the fence piece on this piece. I didn't have to stamp on that one at all. That was that pretty piece that it was like a whole scene. Look at this one with the lake and just some birds. I love this. So this is one. I made 3 of these. Here's another one. So I'll have to take a picture of this and post it later. Sorry about my glare. Here, I'll try to get my light out of the way. Isn't that cute? I don't even have any words on here. I bet you could cut vinyl in here and say like, I love you, or like mom or something, and put it on the front of this, because this is a shadow box, so that's sitting way back from the front here. I got these at one of those craft stores. And here's the last one. This one I pulled in another stamp set. Can you recognize which one this one's from? Let me see if I can find it. It's the Timeless Tropical. So I pulled in these trees. So just look in your stamp set. You probably have some trees or bushes or something from other things. I was also looking at this one, but I didn't use it. Nature's Beauty has some little trees here that you could use. These would be great silhouette images and some grass and stuff. Even these guys, if you stamped these guys and then just colored them in black, they'd be a total silhouette in there. This is another set from the current new catalog that has some awesome images for doing stuff with this. This one is the one that I want to use with all of those little pebbles by the beach, by some fences. I totally skipped over this in the catalog, but I will be showing this in the next couple of days, playing with this one. So again, I think this one will make some nice, quick, fun, and simple, beautiful cards. Anyway, so I hope you like all of the things that I showed you today, and I hope that you're planning on sending a card to a friend on Monday, or really any day, because every day is a great day to send a card to a friend. Oh, today is National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. So if you want to make a card for your mail carrier, just stick it in the box and put the flag up and just make a big note that this is for you, mail carrier. Maybe give them some chocolate or something. It shouldn't melt today. It's pretty snowy. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to place an order with me, again, you can go to orderwithdeb.com. And if you would like to be added to my email list, I will be posting the link so that you can add yourself to my email list. I send out free tutorials every Tuesday for Free Tutorial Tuesday, and also give some updates via email and stuff. So I also offer classes online. Now I'm rambling. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. And I would love to hear any ideas or comments from you. Oh, Robin says she's partial to the beach one. Okay, I love that. Yeah, I was just playing along with some of my extra sets, and I thought this one looked so beachy. And Tracy says she loves it all. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.